Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kat Timpf Show. Today I have Sam Roberts, Jim, and Sam show, right? You do with Jim Norton on Opie Radio. I see you do that every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning. It's all the mornings
Yeah.
of the weekday mornings.
Right. Not just the one that you were there for, but all the other ones, too.
Yeah, I did do that show, and I wound up getting way too personal about my personal life, but that's all right.
Well, we got bored of talking about, like, I guess politics or whatever
Yeah.
you're supposed to talk about pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then we talked, me and that guy, by the way, we worked it out, and then now we're in a big fight.
Again.
And I and I think that
the guy who's but not your boyfriend.
No.
Just the guy.
He's the guy.
Right.
But we're madly in love and hate.
Right.
Yeah.
But not in a relationship.
No.
But he's the guy.
But he's the guy.
Right now.
The same guy, and we got into a big fight.
But it's a different one.
No, it's the same.
It's the same guy, but now you're on the same page, but then got off the same page.
But now we're on, yeah.
When did you fight?
The other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it still has not smoothed over?
No, well, he went on a trip, and then we had plans to hang out, and he showed up an hour late.
Okay.
And then I was just chill about it, but then he got mad because I didn't ask him about his trip, but I was mad.
You were mad about him being an hour late.
Yeah.
But you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But because you weren't saying anything, then you didn't ask him about his trip.
Right.
Because you were mad, but you didn't want to.
I was just trying to watch the TV. I had Scorned Love Kills on the TV.
What? What is Scorned Love Kills?
It's the worst show in the world. It's just like
It doesn't sound like a great show to watch when you're trying to avoid being in a fight with the person that you're seeing.
Well, I had been watching it all day. It's like...
Oh, so he was an hour late to like something really important.
No, I actually left a concert early to meet with him on time, and then he was late. So, and you're saying I don't care? And you're saying I don't care.
Right, it was tough.
I care.
Right.
But I was, and then it was like we were talking, but I knew he was mad, and he didn't know if he... And then last night I favorited a tweet of somebody who I have hooked up with in the past.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I just kind of favorited it.
But did you kind of know, though?
No, I didn't know he was... I thought he was done. I didn't know he was watching my social media.
But he was.
But he was. So I woke up this morning, and he's mad about that.
Favoriting the tweet.
Yeah, he sent me a screenshot.
That's like not that much, though, right?
Right, I favorited it. It wasn't like I was like... I didn't even talk to the guy.
Just a heart.
Just a little fave skis.
Right.
Just threw him a little...
Although, I mean, because you're following each other, so then he probably thinks the DM started after that, and that opens up communication.
Right.
But it was just a fave ski.
It was just a fave ski. This person doesn't live here. This person and I...
Oh, so you couldn't have...
We didn't
hooked up again even if you wanted to.
Correct.
He doesn't live here.
Yeah. Plus, in the fight, he was reminding me that we're not in a relationship. So I was like, I'm going to fave ski all the tweets I want to fave ski, bro.
I'm free to fave.
So I hate my life.
Right. Now you sit there regretting your choices, like, oh my God, if I just hadn't favorited that tweet, everything would be fine. My life wouldn't be in shambles.
I will think that, and then I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Right.
So I feel like this is the kind of thing that I should not, whenever I do this podcast, I just assume that people don't listen to it.
Right.
But I know that they do.
Okay. So it's not a safe assumption.
Yeah, but I think that we're both in the wrong a little.
Yeah.
And
well, he shouldn't have been late, but you should have asked him.
Yeah.
But I think you can fave ski the thing.
Yeah, I think
that's not that big of a deal.
No, I just fave skied it.
Right. Is he mad that you follow the person?
I think he's mad that I hooked up with the person right as we were starting to get involved.
But how long ago was that?
Last spring.
Okay, so that was kind of some time ago. That was
a
year and a half ago.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. No, it was like this this spring.
Right. So has this person popped up in your life since then, or no?
No.
So then what's the big deal?
No, except with the occasional fave ski.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great tweeter. That's the thing about this guy. And maybe the dude that you're seeing now is a little bit he knows that tweeting is not his strong suit.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not that, you're a writer. This other guy is tweeting so well that you're favoriting it. And he's like, my mind doesn't work like that. That makes me jealous. I'll never be that tweeter. Right? So you've hit on one of his insecurities.
Tweeter?
Yeah.
I didn't reply to that one, the message, because it's just,
That was this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
You should just write back, yeah, funny, right? Like, oh yeah, we both agree it's a great tweet.
It's a tweet. It was just a tweeter, and now I'm gonna die alone because I fave ski. One's fave ski, two is my detriment. I don't know. What about you? Are you in a relationship? You're married,
I'm
right?
married,
You're
yeah.
married.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
well, you have to start like being not so too scared to actually be in a relationship.
That's my problem.
Right, there you go.
Okay, very scary.
Like your step one isn't happening. You know? Because you're like not allowing yourself to admit that this is a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't do that, then no, you can't get to step 2 or 3 or 4.
Because
you won't do step 1. You just won't do it.
See, I just feel like you should get married.
Yeah, that's not the way it works, though. Because, like, you have to ask a girl to marry you. And, like, if we were, like, seeing each other, but you were like, just so you know, this isn't a relationship, but we're just seeing each other, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'll bet she'll say yes if I propose to her. Because she won't even, like, go steady with me.
Go steady?
You know what I mean? You need to go steady first.
Yeah. So, okay, but so you start, I just don't
start by going steady.
You start, but how does that work? You start okay, look, not to brag, but I have had relationships before.
Whoa,
like real ones.
Excuse me.
I've had real ones. And the last way that my ex and I started dating was, we were like sort of seeing each other for a very long time, and then this one creepy comedian wouldn't leave me alone. Like straight up.
Is it Jim Norton?
No, he straight up wouldn't leave me alone, and I did a show with him. And then he was refusing me to mail me my check. He was like, "Come pick it up. Come pick it up." I was like,
no.
Mail me my money.
Right.
Like I don't want to be around you, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why don't you just tell him you don't have a boyfriend?" I was like, "I don't have a boyfriend."
Right. I don't want to put that label on it.
I didn't know if I had a boyfriend. And he's like, "What if you did have a boyfriend?" So like then I had a boyfriend.
Because there was a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we broke up.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, we broke up.
Like if you don't get married to them, you break up with them.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I don't know if you know this, even if you get married to them, you still break up.
Yeah, so like how
that happens.
You totally do. I always thought that I would have like 3 divorces, but I'm like way behind.
Because you won't start the thing. Like that's what you have to do. You have to be comfortable with the idea of like you could have some divorces in your life.
Yeah.
And be like, so it's not that big of a deal. Like it's not that big of a deal to be in a relationship, and it's like it's 2016. It's not even that big of a deal to get married, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you could do it.
Is it your only marriage?
This is so far.
So far.
Yeah. I don't know. So far.
Yeah.
It's just the one.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been in a relationship for like 11 years.
Yeah.
So it's a long time.
And you just get married?
No, we got married about 4 years ago.
Yeah. All right. So you started the relationship.
Yeah.
But like, so she managed to, just like hold it together and not be crazy.
Right.
Or is she crazy?
No, she's not too crazy. She can get crazy, but generally I have some culpability when she gets crazy.
That's very mature of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily realize that at the point of craziness.
Yeah.
But like when you're reflecting, you're like, yeah, she's not a generally crazy person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do I strike you as a generally crazy?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that,
but that's okay.
Like some people should be into that. And the thing is, though, is then I end up dating people who are also a little, and then it turns into a.
Yeah, you need somebody who like wants to, like enjoys your craziness.
Yeah.
But wants to bring it down a little bit. Like wants to even you out a little bit. But not somebody that you're gonna walk all over.
Yeah,
because that's what happens. Like if somebody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna save Kat from her crazy world," and you're like, "You're so stupid." Like, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. My last relationship ended because, he broke up with me actually at Coney Island when we were there with my father.
In front of your father?
No, my dad was literally getting more drinks.
Dad, I just broke up with my boyfriend while you were gone getting drinks. You just need 2,
Isn't
not
that
30.
hilarious?
That's amazing.
No, then he hung out all day.
He just stayed?
Yeah.
Look, I'll stay because your dad's cool, and I like Coney Island. But then that's it after this.
Yeah.
Like, you could have told me when we got home.
100%.
So why did he break up with you at Coney Island with your dad there?
He came to Coney Island to break up with me while I was there.
You could do it in so many other places.
Literally any other time or place. It's
Yeah.
like, and then we were like kind of talking again. He was like, well, your dad hates me. I'm like, that's generally why people don't break up with the girls in front of their fathers.
Yeah, I could not fault your dad for hating that dude. But it's also, I think sometimes guys like realize they're done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of this. And then like he probably like felt bad even being nice to you. Right? Because he's like, I'm out. I don't want her to give her any idea that I'm not out.
Yeah.
So let me just tell her right now. And you bleh.
We got into a big fight at brunch, and it all went downhill from there.
Is that right?
Yeah. Literally, like, somebody had texted me. Mm-hmm. Again, who I had hooked up with in the past. And
you don't cut people out of your life very often.
I don't.
No, you just kind of.
But I'm actually over it. Like, both of these cases are not people I'm attracted to at this point. Like, I'm just not attracted to them.
Right.
But
then that's up to the guy to just believe you when you say that.
Yeah, that's the problem. They don't.
Right.
They don't. Like, I need to keep a lie detector in my apartment.
Swear to God. Like, yeah, no.
Are you attracted to this? Just show me pictures from their Instagram. I'll be like, nope. She's telling the truth. It's really nope.
Right. That's not admissible in court. I don't even believe it.
I don't know if I drive people crazy.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
I could see that. Because, like, they just want it to, like, work like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And then you strike me, I don't know you that well.
Yeah.
But you strike me as a person who might do things that, like, sabotage you for no reason, even if you're not aware that you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm never aware that I'm doing it.
Right.
I'm really not. I didn't know that Favesky
would do that.
Was going to be such a big deal.
Are you a very impulsive person?
100%.
That's what I thought.
I am, like, very impulsive.
Right. So it's like, if you had taken a second to just think for a second before you did that, you would know that it would have a bad result.
Yes, but I didn't think about it.
Because you're impulsive.
Didn't really like the tweet that much. I was like, no, I was just sitting at Kennedy's house, drinking old fashions while her daughters were in bed, being like, Favesky.
Just dropping
Faveskys all around the town.
Yeah.
And
as one tends to do.
And one Favesky ended my life.
But don't you like? You've been seeing this guy for like a year and a half, you said.
Yeah.
And like it seems like based on the fact that we've spoken like twice before, I guess, and like that was over the course of about 2 weeks, and you've had like 4 fights.
No, only.
Well, you've been on again, off
well,
again,
I was coming out of a fight last time, and then we were very good. We didn't get any fights. He was not here.
But then there was another fight. So this strikes me as like. It kind of happens not often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
like,
happens.
So, like, isn't there some part of you that when you're not talking or when you're in a fight, you just realize, like, oh, it's another one of these things. Like, I'll just wait it out and it'll be fine?
I do not have that ability.
You can't just, like, I guess that's the impulse thing again. You can't just, like, analyze history and be like,
believe me, I wouldn't be talking about this publicly on my podcast if my friends were able to listen to it anymore. I'm like, he's never gonna talk to me again. They're like, okay.
Yeah, it's a very clear cycle.
And then all weeks I'll be like, no, it's like really good right now.
Right, and they're like, okay, yeah, we don't believe that either because
man.
It's just again the cycle.
If he listens to this, is he gonna get mad?
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, he knows who he's seeing, right?
Yeah, also, like I'm not saying bad stuff about him.
No.
And I'm not identifying him.
Now, when you started doing the podcast, I would imagine, because like when you do Fox News and stuff like that, you get to keep all your personal life secret because they're not asking you about that stuff. But when you start doing like shows like my show when you came on, or when you start doing this podcast, that's when all that stuff comes in.
Right.
So does he like that or he doesn't like that?
I don't know that he listened to your show. But
what about when you do it on your show?
I don't know that he listens. I don't think he does listen.
Don't even tell him.
But it's like he's listened to some before.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad.
No.
I'm just, I'm sad,
You are.
And it's fine.
Well, I mean, you're just on a cycle, and we all know what the next part of the cycle is. Everything's fine again.
Hope so. Favesky might have been the last straw.
That was it. Well, let me tell you, if the Favesky was the last straw, then I don't know if this bond is as strong as you think it is.
Can we make that into a meme?
I think so. If that Favesky is the last straw, then this bond is not as strong as you think it is, and maybe he's not the one, you know?
Oh man, he's active on Facebook right now. Get away from it, Timpf. So, I mean, should I take a vacation? Where's a nice spot? Do you take vacations? Do you do vacations?
No, not really.
You just sounded real sad.
Well, no, I don't like vacations. My wife likes vacations, but
does she go on vacations? Are you watching her fave skis the whole time? She's
where is she? Well, I know I didn't want to go, but that doesn't mean you should have gone. No, I think last time I went on vacation, like vacation was our honeymoon.
Oh my God.
So it was a few years ago.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I don't really do vacations.
Honeymoon? Where'd you go for the H-moon?
That's so cool when you say that. Hawaii.
Was it nice?
Yeah, believe it or not, it was.
Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, sure. It was nice.
I don't know. How old were you when you got married?
I think 29, maybe.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
I'm 28.
Well, I wouldn't. Like, I'm not saying you won't get married within the next year,
but don't.
Nothing in me is like if I were like to bet on it, I wouldn't be like, yeah, of course you'll be married in the next year.
I'd say the odds are definitely was not married.
Not married, yeah. But you're busy. You're doing other stuff.
I'm really busy. I'm very, very busy.
You're furthering your personal brand.
My brand, which is like, what is my brand? Like sad, crazy, and smart?
Yeah, I guess. Although I don't think the sad part like resonates with people because they just like want to ignore that.
Yeah.
That's like nobody wants to be pulled down by that, so they're just like fun and crazy and yeah.
I mean, I'm an intelligent person. I'm a smart person.
Yeah.
I'm a bit to handle. So I'm more like, tough day yesterday. Mm-hmm. Uber driver called me a fucking idiot.
He did?
100%.
Why?
Okay, well, I took an Uber to go 0.4 miles because it was raining.
They have umbrellas now.
I know, but then sometimes the rain blows in your face.
Oh, yeah. So.
Right, I know. And I'm like, I did tweet this. I was like 1 star or 5 star, like maybe 5 stars because like he was honest with me.
Yeah. And you were you being a fucking idiot, or did he just say like, you just want me to take you over here? What are you, a fucking idiot?
No. Well, I said, can I get out here? Meaning like, at the next available. Because I actually did have an umbrella also.
Of course you did.
And he said, I actually want to do, so I took the, I was like, I'm just going to get out here because of the traffic. And he's like, you can't get out here, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, oh, man, nobody likes me today. Nobody's on Team Timpf today.
What goes through your mind when he says it? Are you like, oh, my God, no man has ever spoken to me like that before? Or are you like...
They have.
Okay. Like, I don't know why everybody hates me.
Yeah.
I see.
I was like, sir, you cannot verbally abuse me. I was like, it's not okay to verbally abuse your passenger. Said? Yes, I did.
You did.
It's like, this is verbal abuse, sir.
Right.
He's like, well, I don't know you, but I'd get in trouble if you get hit. I'm like, I was not. He was like, you're going to open the door. I was like, believe it or not, I don't think I started to open the door in oncoming traffic. I had as tough as a day as I had been having. I'm not suicidal.
Right.
I'm not going to kill myself. Sometimes I'll say...
But that was before the fave ski. So the Uber driver...
I just had a moment where I forgot about my big mistake.
The Uber driver on the way home better put child locks on those doors.
Yeah.
Because that's where the suicide by Uber is going to come in.
Yeah, I woke up to the fave ski messages.
Right.
Being like, oh my God.
So now it's even worse than yesterday.
Yeah, it's even worse than yesterday.
Fuck.
Yesterday we were still talking, but it was like cordial, but like there was like an unspoken tension.
Right.
And I invited him over and he was like, no, I can't. And I'm like, oh my God.
Did he say why he couldn't?
It was going to be too late. He had to go do stuff.
What stuff?
I don't want to say like...
because
I don't want to identify this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I respect this person. I do.
Sounds like it.
And, but then...
But so what did you end up giving the Uber driver? 5 stars?
I gave him 1 star and I wrote that he verbally abused me.
That's you also don't strike me as somebody who doesn't mind a fight sometimes.
No, I don't. You know what makes me really mad is when I'm fighting with somebody and then they leave.
They
just leave in a huff. I'm like, we're not done yet here.
Right.
We're gonna fight till we pass out. That's how we do it in Poland.
Yeah. We go to bed angry in this household.
We go to bed. You go to bed. You don't storm. Like, all right, when the worst is when you throw your hands up and then they leave.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But isn't it like sometimes if like you separate and then like 10 minutes later you're like, it wasn't that big of a deal.
No, because I spend the 10 minutes being like, well, that person's never going to talk to me again. Then I hit fave skis. I start faving.
I need to start making some new friends. Fave. So if I ever see one of my tweets favorited, I'm going to be like, oh, I wonder who she's fighting with today.
I mean, I fight with my friends also.
You do?
Yeah. My closest friends and I fight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
No.
Do you?
I don't.
Do you like I think you might like the fight and not like the aftermath.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, and since you're not a long-term person, like in the moment, it's like, yeah, we're in this. And then afterwards, you're like, no.
Why is he mad at me?
I wish I hadn't done that. Why, why are you being like that?
Why doesn't he want to go get burgers?
Yeah.
And I'm a very forgiving person, like to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
I move on.
Yeah, because you got to get your shit out.
Either way.
Right. Well, I think that's a good quality.
Is it?
Well, yeah, I mean, why not? Nobody's ever done well by like holding a grudge. Like no successful person has ever been like, well, you know what I've done all my life is I've been really good at holding grudges. And so that's kind of what brought me here.
I mean, I've forgiven horrific things. Just people are like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's all right.
Like, what's a horrific thing that you forgave?
I mean, just anything.
Like what?
Like anything. Like even I don't know. Like I just, but then people walk all over me.
Yeah.
Like broke up with me at the beach guy. We're friends now. It's fine. Like we're not friends, but
right.
We were in similar industries. If he needs something, I help him out.
Right.
I'm like, it's okay. I'm not mad that you broke up with me on the beach in front of my father, which was absurd.
Yeah, it's really upsetting too.
Yeah, I was like, but then I got my TV contract 3 days later, so that helped.
That kind of helped.
I was like, it was sweet.
Right, and then you pop up on like Fox News, and he's like, "Yo, saw you on Fox News," and you're like,
"You want to go to Coney Island?"
Yeah, you're like, "Yeah, cool. Should we go?"
Yeah, no, we can't.
No,
I mean, it's just even I had like another ex who I'm friends with and ended terribly. Like, and it's not like friends, like we're like hang out. It's like friend, like, and it's friendly and it's fine. I'm able to like forgive and forget and not.
But you're not like getting yourself back into the situation.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you're not being like, oh, I forgive you and you'll probably never do that again. You're like, I'm not mad at you anymore, but that's done.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
It is. Even with like, friends, like my best friend in the whole world, we've done bad things to each other and you just forgive. You just forgive because, it's easier than living your life without that person.
Unless it's like a character assessment. Like you're like, oh, that's what kind of person this person is. This is just going to keep happening.
Yeah, I should be better at that part.
Yeah, that's where it comes back to get you.
Whenever they're sorry, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go get beers?
Well, that's acute alcoholism talking to you because you're like, oh, somebody to drink with.
Beer's not alcohol.
Oh, yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah, beer's just when you're thirsty.
just a refreshment.
Well, yeah, drinking a light beer.
Right.
You're just drinking a light beer.
Yeah.
On an empty stomach because you haven't eaten in 3 days because you're devastated. I do that. Like when I get sad, I'm not hungry.
Well, so have you ever like thought about like getting yourself together? So like when the TV contract comes in, and like I think things are going like pretty well for you now professionally.
They absolutely are.
And like you're developing quite a bit of like recognition and like stuff. You're at the point now where you're doing well with the stuff you're doing, and it is also starting to lead to other stuff and other stuff and other stuff. So, like, when that starts happening professionally, there's no part of you that's like, I should just get my life together.
My life's together.
What?
It's together.
It is?
It is pretty together.
Yeah.
I mean, I work a lot.
Yes.
I'm close to my family. I help my family out. I volunteer. I have a solid group of friends.
What do you volunteer doing?
I have a little mentee buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like a little mentorship program, and
you don't give her relationship advice, do you?
No, I do not.
Okay, good.
Hold on, let's see who texted me.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, there were a lot of them. Who? Who?
Not him. No one else matters. No, no. I mean, I do have it together.
Okay. It doesn't sound like you have it together relationship-wise at all.
No, no. Well, I did before the fucking Favesky.
Oh.
We're on the road to repair.
Yeah. You can't stop talking to each other, though, because you had, like, you both have to communicate.
Yeah.
You know? First of all, you have to be in a relationship. You can't just have this, like, year-and-a-half long, never-ending relationship purgatory.
It has been, yeah.
Right? Because it's like,
limbo.
yeah, we're kind of, but we're not, but don't call them that, but we don't say, it's like, what do you...
It's stupid.
It's semantics.
It is semantics. And also, so I
think...
think...
if he was hooking up with somebody else right now, you'd probably be, like, devastated, like, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
But if you're not ever labeling it as anything, then why...
But I wouldn't hold it against him because technically he wouldn't be doing anything wrong.
But that's like, logically, you wouldn't hold it against him.
That's like Ross and Rachel. Everybody agrees that Ross didn't do anything wrong.
Uh-huh.
But if you were Rachel, you'd still be like, ew, really, the copy girl after like 6 hours?
Right.
You know?
I see.
So that's just like the human condition. So I see what you're saying.
Right. Right. Whereas if you just did what you wanted to do and turned it into a relationship...
Well, he's never going to talk to me again after the Faves game.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, I guess you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's about the next one now.
Yeah, I guess.
Whoever's next.
That Faves game really ruined my life.
It ruined that relationship.
That's ridiculous.
I'll say that. It's over. And he's never coming back. And the reason that text isn't from him is because he's never going to text you again.
You trying to get me to cry on my show? Because we can edit that out. This isn't live. It's no problem.
You can text him back all you want.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking to you anymore ever. So, I guess it is what it is. You know? It's a long drag. Is that better?
I love vaping. I do like to have my vape. No, I mean, I think a problem that I've run into in dating since my professional life took off is that, I mean, so look at this job.
Yeah.
At this job, I'm around all dudes all the time.
Right.
And these are people that I do text and like hang out with sometimes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I meet people who are like guys who are like famous, and then, you know, I like, a lot of people get weird about it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you ever have like a super hot lady on your show, your wife's just like, meh.
Well, she doesn't mind it so much when she's just on the show, but when I start like developing like relationships with them, friendship, or like we start like figuring out other work stuff we can do, she's definitely gotten weird a lot of times.
Yeah, because there's people that I want to collaborate with.
Yeah.
You know, that are dudes.
Right.
And it's not always like, yeah, let's collaborate and let's collaborate. Like it's just like I just want to collaborate. I want to, you know, focus on my career right now. And it's not like I'm not even talking about a specific guy. I'm talking about ever since this started happening.
But it's also what you have to do. Like anyone you date just has to get that, and it's threatening because like, you know, when you work creatively, you end up getting close and you share this bond with people that maybe you don't have with your significant other. But like, it is what it is.
How do you handle that?
I mean, I kind of just have to break it down. Well, you have to like go out of your way to make sure that she gets why the relationship is also important.
Yeah.
Because you get carried away with your professional life, and like, because that's kind of all that matters a lot of the time, you know what I mean? And you're just like, that's what you're excited about. So you do have to like make sure that you take some time to be like, yeah, but this is my relationship and nobody gets this except you.
Yeah.
So at least there's that where like she can feel special. But beyond that, you just kind of have to go like, look, you know, this is what I do. It's what I've been doing. You knew this is what it is. And as it keeps moving further, this gets more, and there's more of it, and it's more intense, and it is what it is.
Right.
And it's just like you just have to.
Does she go through your phone?
No.
You don't do that?
No, she doesn't.
I don't do that either.
She went through my phone once. She went through a period where she did. And then I changed my passcode. That was a bad year.
Oh.
It was a bad year. But not anymore.
If you don't want me to look, if there's nothing there, then why do you care if I look? Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I know friends who have had issues and they've dealt with it by just like tracking each other's location.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That's like crazy, right? Like
It's
I don't
very
want to
crazy.
have to be in that situation with somebody.
You can't.
Where I'm like, oh, you said you're in Bushwick. Why are you in Queens?
Well, you're not. See, you're not supposed to deal with that because you're the one who is in the career that's threatening to people generally.
Yeah.
So why you then would turn around and like take that on? Like, where are you right now? He's like, I'm not. Where are you? Like, you know, like you don't have to worry about where he is, because he's worrying about where you are.
I think we're both always worried where the other one is.
Like, you probably need to like have a relationship where there's some trust.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys have faith that everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's where you have to be.
I've never cheated on anybody in my whole life.
Well, then why would you start now?
I'm not. I can't do it. I would never want to do it. It's just
Right.
weird and gross.
Yeah.
Like I just ew.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I have not even ever heard of anybody, but people are always like, yeah, I have. It happens. And I'm just like, I don't understand how it happens.
It's just not in your brain.
It's just not in my brain.
Right.
I'd like.
Yeah, because there is a threshold that you have to go, like, mentally, like, in conversations and just the way you interact with a person.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, even if you're close, like, you have to take a few steps past that before hooking up even starts.
Yeah.
So, like, you know when you're on that road.
Right, absolutely.
And it's like, once you've started down that road, you're like, this isn't an accident. You're doing it.
Exactly.
Like, you're actively pursuing this.
Yeah.
But people, like, they don't say it. Right? Like, they're not, like, verbal about it. They're just doing everything else imaginable.
Right.
And they're like, well, I didn't know. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean you didn't know?
Yeah, you did it.
You absolutely did know that you were fucking this person.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. He put himself inside you. What are you talking? What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just an accident. It's like literally not an accident.
Right. Well, if you've never cheated on anybody, like,
Yeah.
I feel like, well, I haven't cheated on anybody either.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. I'm like, look, I haven't cheated on you. I've never cheated on anybody. I've never cheated on you. I'm not just going to start out of the blue. So,
Yeah.
like, you got to just, like, trust that.
Do you think that there
Move
are
on.
like two kinds of people? Like, do you think there are people who are cheaters and people who are not cheaters?
I think not, like, quite so cut and dry, because I think people fuck up from time to
Yeah.
time, or they just kind of go a little crazy, like, and that doesn't necessarily mean who they are overall. But I definitely think, like, people who are just like, yeah, that's just something that you regularly do, or that, yeah, that just happens, versus, like, that's a certain personality type that is just like, yeah, that's part of it. And you're like, I don't know that that's true. But so I think there are, aside, I think that, yeah, it's two different kinds of people aside from just when you go crazy every now and then.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think some people just are though.
Yeah,
like some people who do
Some
it
people are.
constantly.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, but doesn't mean I always will, or doesn't mean I never. Like, I mean,
Right.
it's astounding what some people are capable of. I guess. I don't know. We're all fucked.
Especially when it's like I can't imagine people who, like, do it kind of consistently, or have somebody that they're cheating on their significant other with regularly.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you just, like, made this decision that this is what you do now. You have
You have two girlfriends now.
yeah, but there's secrets, and like, I can't.
Sounds stressful.
So stressful.
And I mean, like, once I'm in a relationship with somebody, there's just something that like a relationship, like, we're in a committed relationship, even after we break up, it takes me a while to even, like, want to hook up with anybody else.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just, this is
like it's just the switch that flipped in my brain.
right.
So being able to cheat, I don't even think I'm, like, physically capable of.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's also that, like, thing of, like, pursuing and being pursued. Like, you
Yeah.
probably like pursuing or being pursued when it's something you're looking for, but when you're in a relationship, you're just not even in that headspace, right?
I'm not either. I don't, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm also not somebody who, when I'm in a relationship, like, posts it all over the internet. Like, I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, like.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I mean, people know just because I end up talking about it.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, there's no, like, I don't post
Like,
photos.
photos
or
of you guys kissing.
No, it's
like,
so
people do
stupid.
that all the time. Like, 1 year ago today, it's the first time that we kissed at this restaurant.
Yeah.
Next week, it's like, well, our first kiss at this restaurant was 1 year ago today.
And you're like, who cares? Like, say that to each other if you want.
Yeah.
And by the way, even if like my wife was just like, you know where we were a year ago, I was like, no. I
Yeah.
don't care. What difference
Yeah.
does it make?
A year ago today was the first time we watched our favorite movie. I remember the pants I was wearing. That's why I'm wearing them today, and you didn't even notice.
These pants look familiar. Remember these?
I just have my tooth on the microphone. I mean, yeah. I mean, I
No, I'm not. I'm not public about it. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
It's over there. It's your thing.
yeah. It creeps me out when people are too, like, too much. Like,
Yeah.
you see people on Facebook, their profile and picture and their cover photo are like of them and their, like, maybe like, you know, the prof pic is a wedding picture and then the cover photo is an engagement photo in a field with boots on and a bunch of pumpkins. I'm like, cool identity.
Yeah, exactly. Like, your relationship is just everything you have. And if you do that, you should also be posting like, oh my God, we got into a terrible fight. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I hit her. I didn't know I was even capable of that. I shouldn't have. I was drunk and angry, and like, all the bad stuff should be up there too.
Absolutely.
Not just like, oh, everything's great, because it's not.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
I don't believe it.
No.
And I'm from like the Midwest. Everybody that I went to high school with has got multiple babies by now.
Right.
So it's like I've got, like, you know, I did stand up. I'm thinking about doing more stand up again. Maybe that'd be a good thing for me to do. I like doing it. It was fun. I was, you know, good at it.
Did you do well?
Yeah, I did well in a short amount of time. You know. And when I've gone back and randomly done it, even after not doing it for 6 months, it's gone pretty well in general. And it's like so I have comedians on my, like, with, like, you know, on my Facebook newsfeed, like comedians, and like, does anybody have a recommendation for our triple stroller? I'm like, you need a triple stroller. Like, none of your kids can walk and you're just popping out more and more and more.
Right.
But why?
Do you go back home?
I usually go home once in the summer and then for a couple days at Christmas.
Do you see any of these people? Like, do they think you're weird?
Yeah.
Because you haven't, like, gone, like, this isn't the path that you chose?
Yeah. I mean, they do. I mean, they do and they don't. I mean, there's certain things that I love about my life. Like, I love the way my career is going and all that. But, you know, I am alone. But
I've got Twitter to keep me company.
Look, I'm very good at Twitter. No, I'm not. But I mean, it's. I don't know that I want kids. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99.9% sure I don't want kids. I just, it's not something I've ever really thought that I wanted.
Right. Who's it from?
Nobody. It's an app that I have. So we're
a
both looking
bummer.
every time my phone lights
Did he
up.
text?
It's all right. It'll be okay.
So you don't think you want kids,
No.
but you want companionship.
I want a partner.
You have a dog?
I have a cat. Of course I have a cat.
Of course you have a cat. Yeah, that's even more lonely. That's what people don't understand. They're like, I'm lonely. I'm going to get a cat. You're like, that'll make it much worse.
Yeah. Well, I got my cat from my college ex-boyfriend. This was our plan.
And you still love that cat because I know where you got it from.
No, so this was our plan. We were both 21,
Right.
and I got an internship at Fox News in LA. And I've had him on this podcast before. We're still like buddies. You know, we broke up like 5 years ago.
Of course you're
no
still
attraction
buddies.
there. And I know, whatever. I just
You probably like destroyed your soul and you're like, it's cool.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Yeah.
It's like over now though. My soul's all right again.
Right,
And like,
well,
so who cares?
yeah.
Well, so we got like, anyway, so the plan was the internship was like June, July, and the first 2 weeks of August. And I got into Columbia Journalism School. So the plan was, and he was living in LA. He got a job in LA. So the plan was I was going to have my own apartment for June and July. And then for the first 2 weeks of August, I was going to move into his studio. And then we were going to break up and I was going to move to New York City.
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
Like, you let him know.
Yeah, that was like, it was a mutual agreement.
Right.
Spoiler alert, did not work out. So I decided I didn't want to take out like $80,000 in debt to go to journalism school, where I'd be just like, it's not very high paying, especially entry level work. I would never pay it off.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not going. So basically I was kind of just like, I live here now. And I lived there for 6 months. And we were two like 21, 22-year-olds in a studio and, you know, fighting.
Yeah.
Like, of course we were.
Right.
Also, like, I worked at Boston Market. I didn't make that much money. And I'd be like, I'm hungry. Like, you know, and he didn't make that. Like, it was ridiculous. But one night we got into this huge fight. And, like, I was, like, blowing up a pool raft in, like, the kitchen, being like, I don't want it. I'm leaving. I'm going to a homeless shelter. Because, like, he kind of messed up. And then he found the cat. He found him on the street. And he, like, brought him home to distract me. And it worked.
It did work.
Yeah, I nursed that little motherfucker back to health.
And now that's your cat.
Yeah.
Right, because you experienced something together. You connected.
Yeah, me and the cat. Yeah, and then I moved from LA to DC to here.
Yeah.
Little kitty, coming with me, being a good sport. Actually, he hates everybody. He was like 6 weeks old. He's a feral animal, but he loves me.
So, but he hates everybody else?
Yeah.
But do you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
He does like the fave guy, though.
He does, right?
Yeah.
Of course he does. That's how you know that the fave guy's the one? Because the cat likes him?
I'm going to hang myself after this podcast.
The cat doesn't like anybody. I'm so surprised he likes you. Not anymore. That cat's going to be looking at you like, just you? Nobody else, huh?
Whatever. I'll be, I'll be okay.
You'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I will be fine.
Yeah.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, you got this podcast. You'll be on Fox News. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Writing.
You
express yourself. You'll be fine.
It's funny to me when I meet like older fans, like older, really conservative fans.
Yeah.
I met somebody recently who was like, "So you married?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Ever been married?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Boyfriend?" I was like, "No." Then she was like, "Are you gay? It's okay if you are."
Well, yeah, because Fox News is not like necessarily the audience of people that like would think that this was the lifestyle you would lead. A lot of Fox News's audience is those people who have triple baby strollers but grown up.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're watching you.
She must be gay.
Going like, oh.
I mean, I do have a masculine voice.
Right. She's like, that lesbian. Fox News.
I get called a lesbian on the internet at least once a day.
You do? Mm-hmm. Why do people think you're a lesbian?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I'm very feminine.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as you blew your vape everywhere.
I mean, I don't know. But she was very progressive with her addition of, it's okay if you are.
And you're like, huh, I never thought about it, but now that I know it's okay,
yeah,
maybe
I'm not gay, man.
Okay.
I'm just not.
You kind of wish you were?
Sometimes. But women don't really like me.
Right.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm always the one when I have guy friends, the girlfriend's like, you're not allowed to talk to her anymore. Even if he has other female friends, I get the boot. I get the axe real quick, the kaput on that.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Right.
Why? Why do you think that is? I'll just sit here and vape.
Yeah.
This is your show now. I've done enough damage.
I don't know. Why? Because, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd probably be like, yeah, no. I think girls wouldn't like her.
You don't.
Yeah. I mean, you come across as fairly confident.
Yeah.
And you're like that girl who's one of the guys, blah, 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 but all the guys has a crush on,
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty threatening.
Yeah. I mean, I am. The thing is I'm confident. Like, I think, like, I hate almost everything I've ever done, but I also think I'm the best.
Right. Yeah. I hate everything I've ever done, but it's still better than anybody
else. But I'm
else.
still the best.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that other people don't understand.
Right.
They just don't understand me.
Right. Here's the thing. You're better than everybody else, but you could do so much better. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm. It's like really. I really am just an impulsive person. I'm a loving person. I'm a caring, loving person.
I believe that, but I think you've got walls up.
I do have walls up.
I think so.
I put them up every time someone tries to love me.
That's right. Why do you do that?
I don't know, because I don't know.
You're too vulnerable.
I don't want to be vulnerable, but I'm being very vulnerable on this podcast.
When you take the walls down after they've already destroyed you, and you're like, it's cool, then the walls are down.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm the kind of person where I really do. I'm very busy. Mm-hmm. I really am bad at like, oh, how are you? Like, I'm not selfish, but I'm like self-involved.
Yeah, that thing that can go wrong.
It can
because
go
then
wrong.
People assume that it means you don't care about them.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. You're busy.
I'm busy.
Like, this stuff doesn't just happen magically.
Exactly.
Right?
And like, my job is me. Like,
yeah,
my job is being Kat Timpf.
Totally. And people are like, oh, so that's easy then. So you just get to be you. And you're like, no, I have to be me.
I have to be
it's
me.
different.
Like, I was on an Amtrak train once and I was exhausted. I've been like, I was at a wedding. I was like up all night. I was taking the train from Chicago to Detroit. And then I met, which is a long train ride, but I was like, I'll nap, blah, blah, blah. I met a fan who was like excited. She was like young. She was like stoked. And I was like, I gotta turn it on.
Right.
Gotta be like quirky, like really, I just want to eat this cheese and like take a nap.
But you're like, I have to give her the reason for why she's a fan. Because if I blow this, she's not going to be a fan anymore.
I know, and I appreciate it. The fact that I have fans blows
Plus
my mind.
It's a female fan was probably because then it's like a real fan, not just like, hey, I watch you on TV.
I do.
You're really smart. Mind if I sit down?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's female fans for real, or like a whole different. Yeah, absolutely. But so it's like I do forget to ask those kinds of questions. It's something that I'm working on, but I'm also like the same kind of person where if you need anything, no matter how insane it is, like I'll be there, you know?
Yeah.
Like I definitely care about people.
Right.
And I understand that that can be exhausting for people to deal with and that it can make them feel like I don't care.
Yeah, I'm similar. Like when people ask me like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Fine." Like what a waste of time to ask me that. Like I'm busy. Like, what do you mean? How? Like, I got other stuff going on.
Exactly. And if it's like, I have no problem. If I have something to say, I'm like, blah, 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 and I kind of just assume that other people are the same way.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am.
Right.
But they're not.
And a lot of times I just won't want to talk. I don't want to answer questions. Like, I don't want to tell you what's going on right now. But when I get in the mood to, then I just will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then everything will be fine.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like if you're involved with me and you know that I'm bad at asking you, it doesn't mean I don't care.
Right.
But I understand how it can feel that way.
But you kind of got to accept that. Like a lot of people, like they get into relationships or whatever it is, or friendships even, and they kind of want somebody like on their terms.
Yeah.
But like you kind of just have to be like, okay, like if I like this person and I want to be friends with them or be in a relationship with them or whatever, you just kind of have to accept. Like they're not going to ask, how am I doing? But I know that they're not a bad person.
Right.
Like I know why.
Yeah, it's
so
not that I don't care.
Right.
It's not that I don't care. Like,
but people aren't evolved enough to be like, I can accept that.
No.
Because they want to ask.
They want
to be asked.
They want to be asked.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Oh, well, now that you asked, I woke up this morning and you're like, oh, no. What did I do?
Now that you asked, my mother died today.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to ask me. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I hope this podcast doesn't get me into big trouble. But
I don't think it will. Because you didn't. All you did was talk about how you felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about yourself again.
I know. But I talk about myself for a living.
I know.
All day. I wake up, I work, other people are sitting at their desks and doing their little numbers or whatever people do.
That's what they do.
They do numbers.
Yeah,
they like add things. They do like spreadsheets. They send emails like, thank you for support. Like, it's not like marketing people or like PR. And then I just literally give hot takes all day long.
You got to give hot
So
takes.
I go home and I'm like, time for some more hot takes. Anybody want one? I got them coming up. Like, I don't know how anybody deals with me.
No.
But it's just like, I'm a hot take machine.
You got to be. But you have to be.
I have to be.
Because you'll get called like, okay, we need you to do this. And you're like,
yeah.
But I didn't research it. And they're like, we need a hot take.
Yeah. I've literally been sitting in the makeup chair and they're like, so we're going to have you talk. So like I was supposed to talk about my Barstool video where I went to this topless Trump protest. I get there and they're like, Fidel Castro died. So now you got to talk about Fidel Castro. And I'm like, Googling Fidel Castro. I mean, I'm familiar with Fidel Castro. He's a monster, etc.
Right.
But I need to form a very, very hot take.
Exactly. You got to Google it and then you got to find like the one little line that resonates and then you can develop an opinion on it and go, boom, there it is.
Right.
Okay, got my hot take.
I can't just get up there and be like, Fidel Castro is bad. I think that he was bad.
Yeah.
I think that what he did was bad. Like, you have to have, on TV, like, you actually do, you have to have, like, a different perspective. And you have to be a little consistent in that perspective.
Yeah, I feel like that, that's the pressure for me anyway, is like, on TV or on the radio, it's like constantly in my head, why are you on TV?
Me too.
Why are you on the radio? Like, what are you doing here?
100% all day long.
Yeah,
Whenever they're like, what do you think you should do about Syria? I'm like, I'm 28 years old.
Yeah. You're way out of place. Like, what are you doing here?
But it's, it's to the point.
Go do numbers.
Yeah, it's at the point where I'm like, I mean, I research these things every day.
Right.
And I do feel like I know more than other people, but not because I'm not the kind of person that judges people if like they don't know what's going on in the world.
We have to know.
Because it's my job.
Right.
I can't imagine going and doing my little numbers all day and then coming home and reading the news.
By the way, it's not, people aren't going to like dislike you because they think that you think you're smarter than them. They're going to dislike you because you condescendingly refer to everybody's job that isn't yours as doing their little numbers.
No, it's the doing
and reading the newspaper, whatever you do. Norman Rockwell.
I hate myself. Well, I don't know. Like, what is a cat?
I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, I don't know what they. Yeah, I see spreadsheets.
I think the numbers make sense.
I think
to
people's
me.
jobs they involve a lot of spreadsheets, and I can bear. Like, I don't know all my multiplication tables.
You don't?
So like, props to these people.
What's
I'm
12
not,
times 12?
That's 112, 11,
Nope.
50. Yeah, 24. 124.
Nope.
132.
Nope.
See, no idea.
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't need to know.
It's right.
See, I wasn't lying. I wasn't trying to make myself look dumb to make other people feel better. I'm just dumb.
Right. Right. At that.
I'm very bad at math. I never know where I am.
Right.
I have a very bad sense of direction.
Right.
I once was driving home from my job in high school at the mall, where I had gone my entire life, but I took a different exit out of the mall than I ever had, and I wound up in a boating town, and I didn't know until I saw water. I called my dad, like, Dad, I'm at St. Clair Shores, and you know, and sometimes that causes me to be late, which is another thing people get furious about. I'm like, you don't understand. Dude, where were you? Being stupid. I was on the other side of the town. I went to the wrong.
Right. I'm an idiot. You forget these things.
I'm
smart, but I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
I have no, like I've gone to the wrong restaurant. I've been late for dinner because I went to the wrong restaurant.
You're sitting down at the table.
And but I definitely put thought into it. Like, I already been Googling the wrong restaurant all day and knew what I was going to order. So this podcast is going to be what keeps me single for the rest of my life.
This is good.
It's therapy.
This is good.
You know,
you need this, and people this is what people like. You know, they want to know you beyond the hot takes. That's what this podcast should be called. Kat Timpf, Beyond the Hot Takes.
It is. This podcast is, you know, like, I had my family on last week. Just my whole
I
family.
saw that photo.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it yet, but I saw the photo of you and the fam.
Mom, dad, or not mom, she's dad, brother, sister.
Yeah.
And you know, just like talking. Just talking.
Was it good?
I thought so. It was pretty fun. We talked about one of my brother's crazy ex-girlfriends for a while. That was fun.
Good.
You know, family stories.
Yeah.
She threatened him in the kitchen with a steak knife when they were in high school. And then after he like put it away, she just made herself a bowl of cereal.
Like, it was like, we're done.
He was like, dude.
You just threatened me with a knife.
Dude, this is not like a thing that you just like do.
Yeah.
That makes me feel okay. She's got kids now.
So
So
it could be all's well that ends well. Does your family like Hot Take Cat?
They do, you know.
Have you always been Hot Take Cat with them? Or, like, did that start to... Because, like, if I brought my parents on my radio show, it would be very different from us sitting around the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, my podcast is always just like a conversation that people feel like they're eavesdropping on.
Right.
I feel like. But that's just kind of how I treat it. I don't know, which is probably bad because I'm not really thinking too much about what I'm saying. That's
probably really good.
Yeah. For my podcast, not for my life.
And that's 100% correct. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't identify people by name or like allow them to be identifiable or anything like that.
I mean, you posted a picture of your family.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're gonna be identified. But like, if I tell a story, I'm not like, this person, you know, this is their name and this is what they do.
My brother's ex-girlfriend. You may know her as Susan. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not gonna mention her by name. But I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. I'm fine with it. Like, none of this is like crazy stuff. I'm not like sitting here being like, I was out at the strip club last night at my job. You know,
Do you ever worry about that? Like, have you ever said stuff and you're worried that like Fox or whoever is gonna hear it?
Every time I talk.
Right?
Every time I talk, I'm worried that I'm in trouble, either my personal life or my professional life.
Yeah.
So I'm just freaking out all day.
Yeah. And you don't have any other choice.
No.
You could just not do anything to piss off anybody, but then you would get absolutely nowhere.
But the thing is, it's never what you expect.
Right.
Like, I've been worried, like, Thanksgiving last year, I had all of Star Wars fans after me and threatening to murder me.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I never thought, I mean, the things that I've said on Red Eye, some of the stuff I've said on Red Eye has just been horrible because it's Red Eye, and it's like, no one will take it seriously.
Right.
If someone had like told me in the future, you're gonna get there, you know, you're gonna be like trending on Facebook because so many people want to murder you over something you said on Red Eye, I never would have thought it would have been that I've never seen Star Wars because I'm too busy liking cool things and being attractive. But I think it really hit close to home for some of the basement dwellers.
It did. It hurt people.
They were like, Mike, like, I got these tweets. Like, this one guy was like, because because I have Time Hop, just 'cause I like to torture myself with things I've had but no longer have. You know, the app.
Yeah.
Just like we were doing a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh.
So some of these are popping up that I'd screenshotted from like
good.
the past. Yeah. And one of them was like, my cousin loves Star Wars. He's autistic. Too bad he's not attractive, huh? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I made a joke on a show that aired 3 in the morning. I don't hate your autistic cousin.
Plus, you're like, the idea that you would go and say Star Wars fans are geeks, it's not like this crazy uncharted territory. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It wasn't even an original joke.
No.
It was like, whatever.
Yeah, you're kind of making a joke about a stereotype of like kind of this was the obvious one. That joke is almost like I was too busy coming up with hot takes for everything else. Let me just do that real quick for Star Wars. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, but people, I mean, they were like, so my mom died of a disease called amyloidosis. Someone sent me an email being like, hope you get amyloidosis and die. And I'm like, jeez.
So they researched.
They researched me to be like, not only is her mom dead, this is what she died from. Let's tell her she should die of the same disease.
I hope you die. And just as a reminder, remember your mom?
Yeah, it was like about a year after it happened and like over the holidays. I'm like, well, that's nice.
Yeah, I don't want
you
to read
guys
that
are nice
at all.
guys. Somebody made a cartoon video of me being choked out.
Wow.
People were like, there's nothing you can do. We're coming after you. 8 a.m. tomorrow. It's over.
Text?
Yeah, it's from my friend.
Ugh, stop texting. Like, we're waiting for a specific one. Did anybody actually ever do anything, though? Like, did you get doxxed or anything?
No, nothing.
It was just
I just got a lot of
mean
publicity.
tweets, and
I loved it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess when you at first it was probably like a little jarring.
Yeah.
But then when you realize, wait, it's just a bunch of mean tweets and a lot of publicity.
Yeah.
This is fine.
But then some of like the feministy people, like the super feminists,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a feminist, whatever. I'm pro-choice. I don't hate myself. I believe it's harder to be a woman.
Sure.
But
You're a lady.
I'm a lady.
And you like ladies, but not like that.
But not like that.
And so you're a feminist.
They were furious at me for not being like, why aren't you using this opportunity for publicity to call for a safe space on the internet? I'm like, because I'm fine.
Yeah, everything's okay.
I'm just, am I not allowed to be fine?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, you're a victim. I don't think so.
I'm sitting on my, like you have to be a victim to be strong. Like I thought feminism was like being a strong person.
Right.
Like I'm sitting on my couch watching Elf, Elf.
Yeah.
I love
Alien life form.
I love it, dude.
There are these scenes on that show that will make me laugh like all day.
Thank you.
And it's always the scenes like when they do full body shots of Alf and he's running around.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the greatest thing that's ever been
like
on TV.
the opening song.
Yeah.
When he runs up to go to do the family picture.
Yeah. And you see his little legs going.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the. Thank you, everybody. Everybody's always like, you gotta stop watching Alf. You're a loser. I'm like, dude, but have you seen him run? It's the best.
Yeah, it's an alien from Melmac that eats cats.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm depressed, so I'm probably gonna, go home after work tonight and just watch that over and over again.
just watch a bunch of Alf.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do something, right? Because it's like the only way you get your head out of it, you can't watch the news.
Yeah.
Because like you're hot taked out.
I'm very hot taked out.
So what are you gonna do? Like I watch wrestling. You watch Alf.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Wrestling. Do you know that we got? Do you know Tyrus?
Yes. He's on Gutfeld with you now.
He's official now.
He's a
He's
regular.
like the new. We had Joanne, and now we have Tyrus.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially that he's the guy. Because I like Tyrus. I've had him on the show a bunch of times, and he's like, he just talk about anything.
Anything.
But it's just so funny because it's not like he's not even in WWE anymore.
No.
He just popped up on Gutfeld one day.
Yeah.
And I was like, how are you on Gutfeld? And he's like, because I tweeted him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, hey, Sam, good news. And he's like official, like.
He's a Fox News contributor.
That's amazing.
It isn't. But it's like
Does that mean he's going to start popping up on other shows?
He can, we'll see. I mean, he's got some hot takes.
He does have hot takes.
That's the thing, is he's got some hot fire takes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you never. It's a good. I like being part of that show. It's a fun show. Yeah.
It seems like a fun show, and it seems creative.
It is creative,
and like you're actually like getting to play in the sandbox a little. Like it's not somebody else's toys that you're playing with. It's like we actually get trusted to do a kind of fun, crazy show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We've been talking for a while. Maybe this will be just like a 3-hour cast. What are you doing the rest of the day? Because as soon as this is done, I'm not going to talk to anybody for the whole rest of the day.
Really?
Well, that's probably not healthy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I do that sometimes, but I gotta I gotta go home and do my wrestling podcast today.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to nobody about. I'll talk about wrestling into a microphone by myself.
You do that? I've never done the show by myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I used to. You never did my show at night, but before I was doing Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, I was doing a show at night, and it was like 3 hours a night every night.
Yeah.
And more often than not, I was by myself.
How?
And so I would just do the show. I would have like elongated hot takes. I just have to figure out how to stretch a hot take into like an hour instead of 30 seconds.
Like Rush Limbaugh, except I love Rush Limbaugh's callers.
Yeah.
They call and they say like one thing and he's like, wow, and then he, goodbye, and he just hangs up on him. Yeah, well, folks, and then he just like continues to talk about what an idiot they are. That's a great format.
Well, that was the other thing too. Like it was nice to have like all the insane truckers that were up at like midnight. Because I was on from 9 to midnight. So all the people that would call in, like I get some maniacs calling in.
Yeah.
And so they were like the co-host kind of.
The maniacs?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I wish I
fun.
could do call-ins. I don't know if I can do that. It'd be cool to be able to do that.
It's not live, so
No.
you'd have to just tweet out a phone number and then...
Just give them all my cell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll give it out here and then we'll just listen to voicemails next week.
Oh, man. I do got some creepy people. I mean, I have my account. There's a Kat Timpf's Feet Twitter account. There's a Kat Timpf Snaggletooth Twitter account. So you got some fangs.
Oh, yeah, but that's not really a snaggletooth.
I know,
just
I thought
fangs.
yeah, they're just
like
fangs.
Jewel has a snaggletooth.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
It's it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so it is what it is. It's only, it only can go up from here in a lot of ways.
Any female that's on television people like their feet.
Oh yeah.
Foot fetish people are. I don't have a foot fetish, but like the foot fetish people are like that's all they want.
There's a fan who runs KatTimpf.com, and my website is garbage. I own KatherineTimpf.com. Let me show you KatTimpf.com real quick.
Yeah, because KatherineTimpf.com helps nobody. Everybody knows she was Kat Timpf.
But like, look at this. This is a very well put together thing. Everything I've ever done.
Oh my God, that's terrific.
Everything I've ever done is on this website, and like this person just does this just because they
update it.
Yeah, I mean it's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah.
Look, all the things that I've done. Here's my Twitter feed on the side.
All your Fox. I can't even find the videos for most of the times that I'm on Red Eye and stuff like that.
He uploads every single one. Here's my show, photos, and then look photos, and then they do photo collages. There's one of my feet here.
Okay.
Look at this. Today's gallery theme. Foot, and look, there's my sock.
Is it playing
foot.
a song?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I mean, I'm wearing socks in most of these.
I have to tell you something. The foot gallery to the country music montage, that's where it starts to get a little like,
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Here's a...
Look at that. Your Twitter feed is on the side.
Man,
Yeah, that's really weird. It's literally they're playing.
and I'm wearing socks and sandals in an alarming amount of these photos.
Why are there all those photos? Do
And
you
then zoomed in.
take a lot of photos of your feet?
These are all pictures that I posted before I ever thought my feet would be a thing.
Right.
And now it's just like, whatever.
It's literally there's a close up. It's a gallery of Kat's feet
Yeah.
while country music plays above them. It's like a slideshow.
Yeah.
See, like I would think when I click gallery, it'd be like press photos.
No. It's like a slideshow.
Your feet.
I mean, I do have leggings with cat prints.
Yeah.
But it's.
But get rid of those leggings. Let's close up on the feet.
Yeah, but this is my fan who I appreciate very much.
Do you appreciate him enough because he wants to suck your toes?
I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing shoes. Maybe he just likes my shoes.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
But
Oh, boy.
But Katherine Timpf is a terrible website.
I literally use like Wix to make it, and I just like never update it. Do you have a good website?
Notsam.com. It's all right.
Yeah.
I try to post the stuff that I do on it. It's not the best, but it's
There's
not
a
bad.
fan forum. Like Jeebus.
Who's got a fan forum?
I just discovered that there's a fan forum.
Kat Timpf fan forum?
Yeah. There's a link to the fan forum. I bet you there's like nobody on it.
See, this is what I mean. I told you my website, and you were like, "Let me go to my fan forum."
I mean, it's just kind of like I didn't know this existed,
Right.
and I'm just kind of alarmed by it.
This is bad because this means you're going to go into the forum and see all the bad things people say about you.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't need that.
This person also made a collage of my hair, the evolution of my hair.
How has your hair evolved?
It's gone from shitty to fake. Like this real quick. Just like look
Okay, I
look
wanna
at this.
see.
He did this for me.
That's a YouTube video.
He did this for me for my birthday.
Katherine Timpf.
So it's just like my hair, and it's just like my hair,
Right.
And it's the song hair, and it's just like there's pictures of me from like ages ago.
Yeah.
And like I'm a child.
Oh, okay.
Into it growing
These are
up.
your personal photo album photos.
Yeah, but it's like this is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody else did something like this for me for my birthday that took more time than Joe Kollege.
Right.
So I got to appreciate it.
Yeah, you do.
You know, but so all right, let's see. NotSam.com.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's the thing about being a man.
Yeah.
Like I have like fans, but not like obsessive fans. Like
Yeah.
nobody's making YouTube collages.
No, they're not.
About me. No.
They'll
They'll like isolate if I fuck up on the air or something. They'll put that on YouTube.
Oh, this is a pretty good website. You got shop. You sell Not Sam shirts.
Yeah, but I have almost none left. I think they're just like really big sizes left.
Should I start selling shirts?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Why not? What kind of shirts? What would you put on them?
My feet.
Those would sell.
My
I know one guy that would buy them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we've been talking for a little too long, probably. This is an extra long show, so as much as I would love to hold you hostage and make you listen to me all day long, I'm not going to do that to you because I understand that you have a wife and a wrestling podcast.
I think you got those in the wrong order.
Is there anything you want to promote? I mean, I'm sure you want to promote.
The Sirius show, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, is on every morning starting at 8 a.m. Eastern on XM 103 Sirius 206. And if any of you guys like wrestling, which you might, it's on Barstool, right?
Yeah.
Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast is on iTunes every week.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.